Okay. I know a lot of y'all remember when my son was, I had got on my son about his Lakers.
Yep.
The Lakers look real good.
Better than we did before.
The Lakers look good now, so I gotta let him. He wants another opportunity to speak his piece, to say what he got to say and clarify, because I threw them under the bus and now they look good. So he wants to clarify and let it be known that the Lakers are gonna be a problem in the West. Everybody gonna have to see them, and I'm just gonna let him say what he got to say. Do what you got to do, son. I'm out the way.
So basically, I remember when everyone was talking about how we wasn't gonna make the playoffs, we wasn't gonna make the play-in. Everyone said it. Even I was concerned. But after tonight, after last night, we look good. D'Lo dropped 20. LeBron had 20. AD had 20. We all looking good. And remember, this all started when Josh said he was fine in the West. That was when all this is because Josh said he was fine in the West. So think about it.
Should have kept his mouth closed.
That's all he had to do. He turned into the new Phoenix Suns. That's basically them.
He should have kept his mouth closed.
All we gotta do really is make the play-in. All we gotta do is make the play-in, make the playoffs. If we run into Phoenix, I'll be glad for us to beat Kevin Durant, because CP0 gonna choke in the playoffs regardless. KD Baldwin, he ain't gonna win without Golden State. Y'all really think KD gonna win in Phoenix? He can't win without Steph. He needs Steph. Steph is big brother. KD the little brother. Meanwhile, LeBron, he been the big brother. LeBron always owned Kevin Durant. Cause think about it. Every time Kevin Durant faced off against LeBron, he had help. But now that LeBron got back up, I know y'all saying, "Oh, I'm not comparing D-Lou right now." D'Angelo Russell could hold his own. If he played with Kobe, he could play with LeBron. So if LeBron could beat Kevin Durant by himself, if Kevin Durant can't even beat LeBron by himself and always need all-star help, what makes you think he gonna win anything with the Suns? They're a national team of choking. They can't beat Luka. Luka owns them. They're scared of Kyrie. Because let's just say it's easier for them to go up against us. We're going to give them less of an ass kicking. We're still going to beat them a lot. We're still going to beat them, of course. But we won't do them as bad as Dallas would. Because regardless, Denver, all right, Denver, I get Denver's props. Jokic's doing good. But Jokic, he can't develop a winning mentality yet. See, we've won before. We passed like the second round, past the third. We actually been to the finals. We actually seen the conference championship. Now, the only thing that's kind of stopping us is Golden State. That's the only team that I feel that could really do it to us, because they got LeBron's number. But other than that, I ain't worrying about the Suns. I ain't worried about the Grizzlies. Dillon Brooks is scared of everyone. He's a wannabe tough guy. Then you got everyone on that team is a wannabe tough guy. Same thing with the Suns. The Suns and Grizzlies are just alike. Both of them are wannabe tough guys who want to be tough, but when it comes down to them actually being tough, they're scared. And especially of LeBron. Yeah, LeBron. If this was like LeBron back in Miami, they would not be talking high. They would be silent. Kevin Durant would be shivering in his boots if he saw prime LeBron. This is older than LeBron, and LeBron's still holding his own. If AD don't get hurt, we good. DeAndre Ayton crying every call. Jaren Jackson scared. Ja Morant scared. Ja Morant created this West. Think about it. He never should have said we good in the West if he haven't been to the finals. You can't say you good in the West and you haven't been to the finals. See, I used to mess with Ja. I used to like the fact that Ja was underrated. Ja kept his mouth shut. Ja was just doing his thing. Now all of a sudden he want to be another version of Devin Booker, talking too much trash, but he can't cash. Because it's not my fault that, your team got beat by Golden State not once but twice. Not only that, what happened on Christmas? So we ain't going to act like Christmas didn't happen. When Dillon Brooks slid on the floor and Klay Thompson was looking over him. We ain't going to act like Shannon Sharp ain't trying to press the entire team by himself. They're scared of an analyst. The Grizzlies are scared of an analyst. A Hall of Fame analyst. Dillon Brooks, we don't even know who you are. We don't even know who your ancestors are. And yet you want to talk down to Shannon Sharp? Mr. Uncle Shannon Sharp, a person who's been to more championships than you guys will ever have in a lifetime. Have you ever seen the Grizzlies go to a conference championship game? I'll wait. We haven't. They haven't been there. So why did now they want to talk? So the fact that an analyst can push that entire Grizzlies team, I ain't worried about them. The only team I'm concerned about is the Warriors. That's it. Because Steph, Klay, Draymond, Steve Kerr, that's the only team you really got to worry about. That's the only team you really got to worry about. The Kings, they're the Kings. No one really cares about the Kings, really. They're just doing good because no one wants them to get Victor. If they were bad, they would have most likely got Victor regardless. So people felt bad for the Kings and said, you know what? Let the Kings make the playoffs. It's in the script. It's in the script. They don't want the Kings to win, so they're going to make sure the Kings, win so that way they don't get Victor. We already know for the take of Victor, it might mess around and be Houston. We don't got the pick because we're going to make the playoffs. So we're going to mess up Pelicans' chances of getting him. Y'all, what if Victor goes to New Orleans and joins Zion? That fantasy will not be a reality. Y'all can try that in 2K. 2K, y'all can do that. What if Zion and Victor, get together? Yeah, that could happen. But it's not going to happen this season. Victor going to go somewhere else. He ain't going to go to New Orleans. He's going to go somewhere else. Do whatever he's going to do. That's it. But he ain't going to go to no Pelicans. And not to speaking about the Pelicans, yeah, they're a young team. They're a young team. But again, they're not going to be a veteran team like us. Now we look good. Now we're actually forming like a team. What's supposed to be buying out of his contract? I respect it. If he goes to the East, he's supposed to go to Chicago or Miami. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. But for us, we look good without him. I fucks with Rush. I really do. But the fact that, he left us and we're doing better could work. Now, do we still have some progress to make? Yes. But after All-Star break, it's a whole different season. We all know the teams that were going to the beginning don't really end up doing well at the end.
18. He's 18.
It's like that sometimes.
He's only 18.
It's like that sometimes. It's like that. You can go from being one of the top seeds to being one of the worst teams in the NBA. So in our case, vice versa, we can go from possibly being one of the worst teams in the NBA to clinching a playoff spot. Not even play in. Playoff spot. All we got to do is rely on the Timberwolves. Not going to be nothing without D-Lou because they're a young team, but I don't think they're going to be able to get the job done without D-Lou. No, ain't Karl-Anthony Towns is hurt. That's a perfect opportunity for us to slip up and get there. Oh, also didn't mention Dallas. Dallas is a team that might give our backcourt problems. Dallas and Golden State because Kyrie and Luka, they look kind of dangerous.
They're trying to get Aldridge too.
That's going to be competition for us. Dallas and Golden State are competition to us. Everyone in the West isn't. The reason why, because we couldn't shoot. We didn't have a point guard that we could really rely on. Not saying Russ was bad or nothing, but he was good coming off the bench because he's not good with playing with LeBron. D'Angelo Russell, on the other hand, he's played with Kobe. The definition of don't pass you the ball. So if he could play with someone who doesn't pass him the ball, he can definitely play with LeBron James and fit perfectly. Because we all know, as much as I love Kobe, we all know he ain't passed the ball. He shot a fadeaway on the whole team several times in one game. Yes. So of course, with us with D-Lo, he's gonna easily adapt and we're gonna be good. All we gotta do is take care of our job, win these next couple games. Even though we got Golden State after the All-Star break, we got Golden State.
Second season.
We got Golden State and then we got Dallas. So those are going to be two challenging games off rip. If we get those jobs done, then we good. We're going to progressively keep on getting better throughout the season as teams start going to get worse. Now, the thing is, people talking about, okay, the Suns again, or what about the Clippers? I'm not worried about the Clippers, bro. Who is worried about the Clippers? If you guys are saying the Clippers are a problem, where have you been at for the last 10 years? Lob City failed, choked multiple 3-1 leads, then proceeded in the bubble to choke another 3-1 lead against John Morant, who exposed his girlfriend on IG. They blew a whole 3-1 lead in the bubble. Paul Gasol hit the side of the backboard in the fourth quarter in the bubble. No crowd, no noise. He flat out choked. And Kawhi Leonard, no emotions. What makes you think, where has he been? I haven't heard anything about Kawhi. Where was y'all stands when y'all was saying Kawhi was better than LeBron? I remember that. I'll never forget that. People talking about, oh, Kawhi really better than LeBron. Where are y'all at now? Where y'all at now? LeBron done broke the record. LeBron got his point guard. As long as AD stays healthy, we are good. Even if we got Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba can hold his own. Mo Bamba's actually having fun because with the winning team. Yeah, Magic been rebuilding, but they've been rebuilding since Dwight Howard. That was when I was in grade school. That was literally when I was in elementary school. The Magic has been building since I was in elementary school. I don't even know they're gonna make it at this point. Paulo, I wish you the best of luck. I really do. But the fact that we got such a big that we can rely on works perfectly for us. We're fine. Everything is fine. All we gotta do is win out the West. We win out the West. Watch a couple teams in the top standings fold. When they fold, we rise. We sneak into the playoffs. If Dallas and Suns meet, I'll take that match. But if we meet the Suns, I want us to do the Suns so dirty that I want you guys understand. Suns was talking so much trash when they beat us. So much like they won a championship when we've owned them for the last 20 to 30 years. We've owned them for so long. And if y'all gonna count, with Kobe. Kobe had Kwame Brown. What do you want him to do? He has Kwame Brown going up against Steve Nash and Stoudemire by himself. And y'all kept on saying that. So now that we're actually, reliable, we're good. All we got to do is win. We win we're in the clear. The Suns, they're gonna choke as usual, like the state of Arizona does a lot, and we're gonna get past everyone, and we're gonna advance to hopefully the finals. That's the goal at the end of the day, the finals. Depending on who we're gonna run into, LA, Boston, Kyrie, rivalry reborn. We got other teams that we can worry about in the East, but in the West, all we gotta do is take care of the mature teams. Not the childish teams, the mature teams, the teams that actually have a chance of winning, who actually have a winning mentality. Like I said, Golden State and Dallas. Every other team in the West is just basically little kids. Everyone is little kids.
Denver is all right now.
Denver, all right. Denver, they're high schoolers. Denver's like high school, college kids. They develop the mindset of, I can't really talk to, the big dogs like that. But I could hold my own. But I can't talk to the big dogs like that. Same thing with the Pelicans. They can hold their own, but they can't talk to the big dogs like that. The little kids are the Kings, the Grizzlies, and the Phoenix Suns. Those are the little kids. If it wasn't for Kevin Durant's 10-foot, maybe he would have, won the finals that year. Then got swept by Boston the following year. And he sold that series, not Kyrie. Kyrie was carrying KD in that series. But y'all don't want to talk about that because he's the Slim Reaper. I remember all the times last year me and my homie went back and forth about KD. I always stated my facts. KD is not going to win another ring until he goes to Golden State. Every time KD has to have a super team by his side, and he messes it up himself. Had a good thing in Golden State. He said, you know what? I'm going to go do my own thing with Kyrie. Messed that up, even though Kyrie went through some controversy, and Harden at the time was still partying with Lil Baby, but that's neither here or there. What? Durant was by himself. Okay, cool. Then let's talk about what happened in OKC. He had a good thing with Russ. Him and Russ were a great duo until he had to stab him in the back and went to the team. He blew a 3-1 lead on. Both of them blew a 3-1 lead against Golden State. That's like saying in gym class, you go up against a team that you hate so much. They beat you so many times, but then you decide, you know what? I'm a diss my homies and go to the team that's been beating us the entire time. That's fake. Kevin Durant is fake. He's a fake friend. He's that one fake friend in real life you don't want to hang out with. Yeah, he cool. All y'all hanging out together, but one-on-one, you don't want to hang out with him because he's a snake. He's a snake. Kyrie's, he's woke. He's woke in his own way, but it's a way that a lot of us respect. But unlike Kevin Durant, he's won a hard-fought championship. He beat that Golden State team. And not to mention, every time LeBron wins, KD has a new super team. That ain't no coincidence. Remember he beat Golden State. He proceeds to join Golden State. He wins in the bubble, then gets Harden and Kyrie the following year. That ain't suspicious. Every time, LeBron wins, KD got to do something to one-up him. Because KD deep down in his heart, in his soul, no matter how hard he tries, he will never beat LeBron James. He'll never do it. No matter how hard he tries. He's just not going to do it. So he goes, but then here's the thing. He goes to a team full of the Kardashian curse. They're full of the Kardashian curse. How do you go from a dynasty to the beautiful city that is New York to the Kardashian curse? How? You can't. That should be illegal. That's fraud. That's fraud. You can't. How do you go you went from a nice young core in OKC to a dynasty, to New York, to now the Kardashian curse? Didn't Kanye expose Chris Paul last year for sleeping with Kim?
Woo, we don't know. Hey, that's allegedly.
That's facts. If Kanye did, that's facts.
Hey, but Chris Paul don't get no. Chris Paul don't get no bitches. You know that.
Money.
He's the guy friend that's treated like the girlfriend.
But it doesn't matter. He's black and he plays basketball. That's the Kardashians.
You have a point.
If you're black, you play basketball or make music. You're the Kardashians. That's it.
You got a point. That's it. And then they do have a type.
They have a. Then speaking about Kendall left Devin.
And?
Oh, Kendall left Devin and his life. Think about it. When Kendall left, Devin, Luka owned him in the playoffs right after. So
he hasn't been the same since.
Exactly. We all know every time a ball player breaks up with the Kardashian, they are not the same. Lamar Odom wasn't the same. Who else? You got Chris Paul. Yo,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Ever since that rumor, his play has gotten worse, and the team started losing. Yo, that's crazy.
Thank you, Kanye.
What about Blake Griffin?
Griffin, it was injuries, but also he kind of got a baby with
Ben Simmons. Jordan Clarkson?
Ben Simmons is someone that I don't even know can even be controlled because I don't know what he's doing now. I don't.
He doesn't want to play anymore.
He don't want to play no more.
Because he got to work for it.
Jordan Clarkson, he's actually doing good. He's actually doing good off the bench. So I can't really discard him. Oh, James Harden on the other hand. Oh wow, James Harden was with one.
Woo! And Ashanti. And he had Ashanti. Now he got him a little baby. Yo, he bought him honey. I still don't believe he bought him honey buns. Who buys a guy honey buns for his birthday? That's some jail shit.
They bought him honey buns.
He bought him like 200 honey buns and gave him $100,000 on camera. Yeah, that's different. That's another topic, and that's something different. Continue. I don't want to interrupt you because I gave you the business. This is your revenge. You're getting back. Finish telling us about the Lakers, son. Tell us about the possibilities and what you think the Lakers are gonna do.
If we win the next couple of games, all we got to do is get past 500. We get past 500, we're good. Right now, we're 27 and 32. We're 27 and 32. All right, so we're currently 27 and 32. That's 2 more losses than Trailblazers and 3 and 2 more than the Jazz and Thunder. All we got to do is get past the Trailblazers and Jazz, then we're good. Leave it up to the Thunder. The Thunder are a young core, but if we get past them with our experience, we're good.
Y'all 4.5 games out of 5th. Y'all 4.5 games out of 5th place. 5 games out of 4th from the. Y'all still in 5 games. Y'all are right in striking distance.
Yep. We're still in it. We're still in it.
Y'all in striking distance.
We're still in the hunt. Regardless, we're still in the hunt. It's still. This is the halfway point of the season. It's not over until the playoffs start. That's when it's over. Right now, the regular season's still going on. So y'all may count us out in the beginning, but when we ended up making the playoffs, I don't want to hear nothing. Because y'all was talking down on us like we weren't going to be nothing.
I ain't going to lie. I definitely was. I was a doubter. I'm still a doubter.
Only thing is, we got to get the job done. We make the playoffs, we're good. Rely on the Clippers to choke again, that's going to happen. Rely on the Kings to just be the Kings and somehow mess it up for themselves. Then you got the Thunder, young core, but they're not going to make it. New Orleans, another young core, I don't know if they're going to make it.
No Zion.
Zion's hurt again?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's out for a little bit longer. He's missing the All-Star break. They don't know when he's coming back.
We're good. We're good in New Orleans. We're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry, Brandon.
Your biggest problem, the Nuggets. I mean, y'all might see the Nuggets in the first round.
That's the worst case scenario.
Y'all not gonna be the 8th seed because you're literally 3 games out of 8th. You're 2.5 games. No. You're 3.5 games out of 8th. 3.5 games out of 6th. You're literally 4.5 games maybe out of 5th. 5 games out of 4th, and 5. Yo, you're right there. 6 games out of 3rd place. Y'all are 6 games out of 3rd place. That's crazy. Y'all in the same position.
We're still in it. Exactly.
We're in the same position.
We're still in it.
Baby.
We're still in it.
Baby.
We're still in it.
The Raptors and the Lakers in the same position. Let's go.
All we gotta do is rely on some teams lose. Let me see what the Raptors looking like. Hawks, Heat, Knicks, Nets, Cavs, 76ers, Bucks, and Celtics.
We ain't got to worry about nobody. We just want to see the Cavaliers in the first round. We want to see Cleveland.
That's going to be a good matchup.
We want Cleveland in the first round.
That's going to be a good matchup.
I swear to you. Let us get Cleveland in the first round.
Y'all have to get like the fifth seed.
That's the aim. Look at the Nets. The Nets are falling. We're only, where are we at right now? We are literally
28 and 31.
14. We're in the same position y'all in. 14 games out of first, right? So we're 4 games out of 7th, 4.5 games out of 6th. What's that? 6.5 games out of 5th, and 8 games out of or 9 games out of 4th. We're not worried about that. We get that 6th seed because the Knicks are gonna be a problem. They're gonna leapfrog. They're gonna leapfrog the Nets, and I don't want the Knicks versus the Cavs. I want us to get to the Cavs. I want us to get to the Cavs.
That'll be a good matchup.
We come out, we get on this win streak, get it right, then we'll be in a fighting space. We'll be in a fighting position to get to the 5th seed so we could play. That's even if they stay in the 4th seed. Because we took their spot last year. They was comfortable in the 4th and 5th seed
and
last year.
And then they dropped to the play-in game.
And we took their spot and they dropped off. So we probably gonna take their spot again. It's what we do. Cleveland, I told everybody, Cleveland better not get comfortable. We will take their spot. Or even worse, we end up seeing them in the first round. That's what we want to do. See Cleveland in the first round.
And that's gonna be a dope first round.
Damn right.
Meanwhile, for us,
right.
If I'm looking at the East and the West, we're better than our seeding is not really because we have more wins than the Bulls, Pacers, Magic, Hornets, and Pistons. But meanwhile, in the West, all we got to do is wait for the Jazz and Trailblazers to fall. Then the Suns, they're still fighting. The Clippers might fall.
No, the Suns are gonna run from y'all. The Suns don't want, because if y'all make it to the 5th seed,
they gonna run.
Y'all got the Suns in the first round. They're afraid of y'all. They gonna run. They gonna try and take that 3rd seed
from the Kings.
Yes,
because it's the easy spot.
The 3rd, that's the same thing Milwaukee does. Milwaukee stays in the 3rd seed. That's the easiest seed to get to the finals.
That is true.
I figured that out when they did it 2 other times. If you notice, if Milwaukee wants to, they could be number 1. They figured out if we stay in the 3 seed, it's the easiest road to the finals. They're
tied with losses with Boston and Milwaukee. They're tied.
No, but they're gonna stay 3rd. They want to be in the 3rd seed because that's the easiest spot. Think about it. You got the 1st and the 8th, 2 and the 7, the 4 and the 5.
The 3 and the 6.
The 3 and the 6 is easy. The 6th seed is borderline. It's borderline playing. They're borderline playing. So they can beat the 6th seed, get to the next round. The battles are gonna be won and fought 1 through 8. 2 and 7 and 4 and 5. Those are going to be the major battles in the first round.
2 and 7 and 1 and 8 don't want an upset.
Yes.
7 and 8 want to pull off the upset.
Yes.
4 and 5 is basically even teams.
Yes.
3 and 6 is a team that was close to being the 2 seed but fell short. The 6 seed is you barely just got in.
Exactly, and you can't beat Milwaukee. So they got an easy first round. They figured out the system. Stay the 3rd seed, go up against the 6th seed, easy win. Then you creep in then you compete. But the first round is easy money while everybody else has a tougher go up in the first round. It gets progressively tougher. But remember, certain teams start to eliminate each other and you have an easier road. They might end up having 1 tough series. 1.
True.
And that might be, and if they make it to the conference finals,
Boston.
And if Boston makes it, that's going to be their tough one. But they're trying to avoid any real contact too soon. They don't want any tough matchups too soon because they don't want to be worn out. They want to be able to work hard and catch their 2nd win in the finals. That's why they're pacing themselves. They want to stay 3rd. Watch them. They're going to sit Giannis. They're going to sit Drew Holiday. They're going to sit Middleton, and then they're going to allow the team to drop to 3rd. And they're going to stay 3rd. Watch. Milwaukee's going to stay in the 3rd seed. Watch.
As for us, we're at 13th, which we're good. If that is true, the Suns are trying to run away from us. It all depends on how the Kings play. Because if the Kings can't keep up them being in the top 3, the Suns are going to take it. Meaning we're going to have to fight for the 6th seed. But it depends on how the Timberwolves play without D'Angelo Russell. Because we got to see what they do without D'Lo. If they don't not do well with D'Lo, we could mess around. And if Pelicans are losing, we could mess around and pass Trailblazers, Jazz, and Thunder. Next year, go from playing game to certified playoff spot. In which we want the Suns first round. Because we want to get our rematch from, a couple years ago when they beat us when we wasn't healthy. Because remember that whole Suns run. Remember that whole Suns run. They beat teams that weren't healthy until they went up against a team that was healthy and they lost. Actually, might not add, they choked because they were up 2-0.
Yes, they were.
They were up 2-0.
Yes, they were.
Choked.
CP3.
And that was his first. CP3 says he's addicted to going to the finals. I guess he's been sober for majority of his career then. He was only on it for 1 year. He's been sober for majority of his. You can't say Tom Brady is addicted to the championship. Michael Jordan is addictive. Golden State is addictive. LeBron is addictive. Those are players who are addictive to being in championship games. You can't say you've been addicted to going to the finals and you only been there once. You're not really addictive. Addicted. Yeah, you're not really addicted like that. So you had
unless it's crack. That's not crack.
That's a whole different story. That's a totally different story. Totally different story. That's a different level of addict. That's different. That's a whole different level. But you can't say you're addicted to being in the finals or a championship game if you haven't been there.
Repeatedly.
He's been there once, and that was when everyone was hurt. When everyone was hurt, you got to the finals.
What is that? The abbreviated season?
And that was
72 games.
Yeah, and that was when it was right after the pandemic. The NBA started in October, December. December after the pandemic.
Ooh.
It started immediately after the pandemic. Ooh. And then games were shortened. They took advantage. They took advantage of us not being 100% because LeBron got injured. AD was injured. AD wasn't 100%. We didn't know if LeBron was 100%. So when all that was going on, they took advantage of everyone that was hurt. The Clippers didn't have Kawhi. The Nuggets didn't have Jamal Murray, and the Lakers weren't 100%. They beat all teams that weren't 100%. So, if you beat a team that weren't at their fully 100% best, you can't really say you did anything at all, because it took them to be weak to win. But yet again, that's sports. Injuries happen. I get that part. But the fact that you guys are talking about, how's the Suns going to make it to the finals? The Suns is never going to make it to the finals again, even with Kevin Durant. They're probably at best, if they don't run into us or Dallas, mess around and probably go to the second round. Probably. But if they run into us or the Mavericks, they're going to lose in the first round. They're going to be a first-round exit with Kevin Durant. Y'all said the same thing last year with the Nets. Oh, no way they got swept. Kyrie carried the Nets in game 1, and KD did not guard Jason Tatum, and Jason Tatum scored the game-winning layup because Kevin Durant let go of his man. If KD stayed on Jason Tatum, it's possibly the whole series changed. But the fact that Kevin Durant was a no-show, and when Kyrie needed him the most, and Kyrie was doing his thing, that shows you out of the duo who really needed who. Because Kyrie could fit, to be honest with you, Kyrie can fit with any superstar. You can put him in front of anyone, he'll fit well because he's Kyrie. Arguably one of the greatest point guards of all time. Arguably.
Ball handler.
Arguably one of the best ball handlers of all time. Mm-hmm. And not only that, one of the best scorers in the NBA. So you fit him with any other all-star like Luka, he's good. If anything, he's chilling. He doesn't have to face the full pressure by himself. Mm-hmm. He could just lay back. They got the face of the franchise. When he tried to do it, because he learned his lesson from Boston. He tried to be the face of the franchise. Mm-hmm. It ain't work. They end up picking Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to be their new faces. Uh-huh. Kyrie saw that coming. He left. Went to New York with KD because he knew KD would be taking all the credit. KD didn't want the credit either. Both of them didn't want it.
Because they didn't want the blame that came with it. There's a lot of responsibility
exactly.
when you wear that crown, baby.
Exactly. That's why Kevin Durant was never really ready.
He always such thing as halfway crooks, baby.
He's always went after LeBron's throne, but never knew how to sit in the throne. Curry.
He's 18.
Curry.
He's only 18. I told you I'm not the best one. I'm just the one y'all see every day. I'm not the best. There's 2 or 3 people that are way better than me. Talk your shit, beloved.
Curry was meant to sit on the throne because he had Steve Kerr, a person who was with Michael Jordan. Of course they're gonna win. He played with Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson. Of course Curry's gonna
and
Popovich. So meaning Curry's good with the throne. He's used to it. It's just that people always overlook that dynasty and saying, oh, mainly it was Kevin Durant. But in reality, without KD doesn't win those rings. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the same thing with Golden State. But here's the difference in that. Golden State would have still went to the finals without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant would have probably went to the conference finals, lost, then see another team go on to win the finals. He would never. In those 2 finals MVPs, yeah, KD balled out, but I still would have gave the props to Steph, though. Still would have gave Steph the props. Because without Steph and Clay and Draymond, KD don't win those rings. Because in that situation, the team was already set. All KD had to do was just fit in. They're good. That's all they needed. All they needed was like one little fit, even though they didn't need the fit because they went to the finals the previous year and went 73-9. They didn't need Kevin Durant. They just wanted Kevin Durant. They wanted Kevin Durant. They didn't need Kevin Durant. We all knew that. We all know they didn't need Kevin Durant. They wanted Kevin Durant. So they were like, all right, let's go on. Let's pick up Kevin Durant. He's going to help us win more chips. That was the case. He left the dynasty to go to New York. That didn't work out. Not to mention him, Harden, and Kyrie. That's a terrible combination. If you think on paper, you love it. I said this before. I said when they first got together. On paper, yeah, it's dope. But how they play with each other is the problem. They didn't know how to play each other. They didn't know how to play with each other. Kyrie was just sitting there watching Harden chill a little baby. And Kevin Durant going on dates with Lana Rhodes. While Kyrie was the only person to actually try to work, but just that, management. Because if they're like this relationship has been building up for years with Kyrie and the Nets owner. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he said he was happy that Kevin Durant got up out of there, meaning there was some tension from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So that whole Nets situation didn't work out. Then now he's traded to Phoenix with a team that's very
50-50.
Not only 50-50, but they're too much ahead of themselves.
Right.
Because they went to the finals once and they try to talk trash to Luka.
That's not the same as winning. And yeah, right.
If y'all won the finals, you could probably talk hot. If you do it again, then you could talk hot. You'd be like, all right, you're not a one-time thing. You can do this. You're a multiple trick pony. You're not a one-trick pony. But if you went to the finals and only won it once, you can't just say you've been to the finals multiple times. So with that being said, that's it from my end. If you guys want to follow me, I'm BlackBoyTJ21. My dad will most likely have the YouTube maybe in this link, or you can just search up BlackBoyTJ21 on YouTube. My name's gonna pop up. And if you guys want to go to my channel, go on and subscribe on there, 'cause I do videos every day on that too. Yeah, going to wrap this up.
He's only 18.
Turning 19 in March.
He's about to be 19. I told y'all I'm not the best. I told y'all I'm not the best at this. I'm just doing it. He's better than me. He's the only kid that was allowed to talk with adults about sports in the barbershop. History. They call him Young Stephen A. Smith. We out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. There's going to be more of this. Welcome to a new era.